Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Jumpjet, where we're covering the likely front-end developer questions that you'll encounter during a web developer interview. So we've been going through this list of about 100 questions. Kind of been a bit slow so far. I'm going to try to speed that up. We're still in the HTML section, and today's question is. Why is it generally good to position CSS or the link between the head tags in the HTML page and the script tag just before the closing body in the HTML? And there's a follow-up question, which is, do you know any exceptions to that? So we have already covered the async and defer attributes, which are attributes you can add to the script tag to change the behavior. So traditional behavior with the script tags is its blocking. Wherever you put the script tag, the browser will execute it before continuing to pass the HTML page. And that's a problem if you've got a script that takes a long time to execute or a long time to download, because you can affect the user experience, because the page might appear to load very slowly, or the page hasn't rendered properly. So this is why traditionally we used to put the script tags at the end or just before the closing body tag, which you see. So in the HTML page is the closing body tag, and traditionally all of our scripts go down here. But luckily enough, we don't have to do that anymore. You can still do it by all means, but we don't necessarily have to. So the second part of this question is, do you know any exceptions? And that is yes. Now that we have the defer and async attributes, that's an exception. We don't necessarily have to place the scripts at the bottom of the body. So when they ask you this question, it's just about understanding that script tags are blocking, and then also understanding that there are two attributes that can kind of sidestep this, async and defer. And unless you know a very good reason not to, defer is the preferred one, because defer tells the browser to asynchronously download the script, and then also to wait till just before the DOM content is loaded to execute it. Another cool thing about the defer attribute is that it will execute the scripts in order. So if I have two scripts that both have the defer attribute, they will execute one after the other. So I've put together a really basic HTML page. I put some scripts up on GitHub, and this will show you kind of what I mean. So almost without question, you're putting your link for CSS or style sheets in the head. So that's just what we do because we want it to be applied as soon as possible. We want the styles to be applied to the page. Now, inline scripts don't accept defer or async. So I've put one here at the top. That's just to let us know in the browser when the style sheet has loaded. Then after that, I have another script. So this is a traditional script with a source attribute. This is running off to get this script from GitHub, and the browser is going to run into that line. It's going to go, okay, I need to go get this script. It's going to pause everything, run off and get the script, come back, execute it before continuing to move down the page. Now I also have here another inline script where I just want to console log when the DOM content loaded is fired. So that means that the browser's gone, okay, I got everything, the HTML's done, the DOM content is ready. So that will tell us when basically the browser says, yeah, okay, I'm done, I've done my job. And finally, I have a script down the bottom which has the defer attribute, and I'm going to move these scripts around a little bit. So first of all, based upon this layout, let's see what happens in the console. You'll see it just here on the left hand side. So the first thing that's happening is the style sheet is loaded. Then we've got script number 1, which is this one I've got up the top. It says that's loaded. Then script number 2, as we'd expect, is loaded. And then the DOM content down the bottom, finally says, yeah, okay, I've rendered the page. Now, if I move, if I actually give this the defer attribute, actually, let's move number 1 down to the bottom, and we're going to put it below script number 2. And because the defer, we should see script number 2 load before script number 1, but after the style sheet and before the DOM content's loaded. And I gotta warn you, sometimes the browser is like a little bit funny with the console logs, but this is the order it's happening in. So there, it did work out. So we've got style sheet still being loaded first, but then script number 2 is being loaded before script number 1. So these two are loading in order, and then the DOM content's loaded. Now what we can even do is take them out of the body, and we could, if we wanted to, put them in the head, and they have the defer. And let's just say that script number 1 is like jQuery, so script number 2 relies upon that. We would want them to fire in order, which is why we would put the defer attribute on both of them, and we would put them in the order we want them to fire. So what we should see here is style sheet's loaded, then script number 1 is loaded, then script number 2 is loaded, and then DOM content is loaded. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so that's what we're seeing now. We've put the script tags in the head, but we've given them the defer attribute, which means they're firing in order, and they're firing after the page has been rendered, but before the DOM content loaded event has been fired. So with this question, when they say, are there any exceptions? Yeah, nowadays there are exceptions. We use the defer attribute to control when the scripts fire. That way we technically can put the scripts wherever we want, and we can also control the order that they load in without blocking the page. And just in case you didn't see the last video, the async attribute is slightly different in that it will load the script asynchronously, but it will fire the script that comes back first. So just because we've got 1 before 2 doesn't mean it will fire in that order. So let's see if that, yeah. Now that they're all over the shop, because the asynchronous tag is just saying fire whenever the script comes back, just fire. So there's no guarantee which order they're gonna arrive in. So script 2 has come before script 1. It's all over the shop. So really, preferably, you want to use defer, and that means that you can put your script tags wherever you want. There we are. Style sheet, script 1, script 2, DOM content loaded. So yeah, that is an answer to that question. And if you can kind of reply in that manner, talk about the async and defer, talk about what we used to do and why we used to do it, you should be in pretty good stead. So hopefully that helps you with your interviews. Good luck, guys. If you have any questions, shoot them through. Thanks to my subscribers. You know, I really appreciate it. Any comments and likes and so on means a lot to me. And I will try to get more videos out there soon. So thank you very much. Good luck.